And I'd like to introduce our Baden-Powell District Chairperson, Julia Gottlerud, to speak to you about the Eagle Award itself.
Thank you, Jim. I'm just delighted to be here this afternoon representing Baden-Powell District as District Chair to recognize Thomas and Joseph as they are awarded the rank of Eagle Scout. Both of you have impressive scouting resumes, and I congratulate you on behalf of the district on your achievements. You exemplify what every young man should aspire to and are shining examples of what an Eagle Scout should be. Thomas, I've known you since you were in the Shark Patrol with Sam as your guide. I recall watching you and the Sharks practice your Scandinavian menu for the tree cooking competition in our kitchen. The Sharks came in first, really exciting for first years to compete against the older boys and win. I have watched you advance not only in rank, but in maturity and leadership ability through your roles as Den Chief and Quartermaster. And now you are active and engaged in the troop as an adult leader who has a special bond with the younger scouts. From that moment cooking in the kitchen to watching you as an adult leader at summer camp, playing the saxophone along with Jay to entertain the boys, I feel like you have come full circle. Joseph, from the time we first met, you impressed me with your kindness, poise, empathy, and unflagging service to others. You have a special gift for mentoring younger scouts, demonstrated by your success and dedication as Den Chief. And the Baden-Powell District has recognized this by awarding you the District Den Chief Award multiple times, and also the 2016 Baden-Powell District Roy Imsick Young Service Award. It has been a pleasure watching you grow in faith, leadership, and maturity. So you've probably guessed by now that I am not an Eagle Scout myself. But as the sister, wife, and mother of Eagle Scouts, I know firsthand the tenacity, drive, and sense of purpose it takes to achieve that rank. I truly stand in awe in the presence of Eagle Scouts, and I am certain your families must feel the same way now that both of you have reached the rarefied air of Eagle. The Baden-Powell District welcomes its newest Eagle members. Congratulations.
Okay, we've seen and heard a lot about what these young men have done in scouting. Now, to find out a little bit about their character as it's exhibited outside of scouting, we have speakers for each of them. First, speaking for Joseph Seiler is Michael B. Meyer Sr., a family friend.
Thank you, Jay. Joseph and Thomas, I know this is your day, but this would not be possible without the incredible, amazing support, the passion, the drive that Troop 542 leadership has given Julia, Jay, Arlen, Kevin, and I'm going to miss somebody here, but it's just spectacular. Anyhow, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike. I'm a friend of Joseph Seiler and his family, and I think Jay has requested that I keep this under 45 minutes. Yes, I am kidding, Jay. And the fact is that Joseph is such a great young man. So many good things to speak to. So it makes this time a little bit of a challenge. As you heard, Joseph Scouting's accomplishments are well documented in his bio that we could read. So I'll start off with some non-scouting facts and add my personal observations as he's sitting there laughing at the end. At the very top of the list is Joseph's community and charity work. Here's a list of organizations that Joseph has had his hand in. This is going to take a really deep breath. Sarah Smiles, Alex's Lemonade Stand, Kisses for College, Christ Home for Children, Penn State Environment, Hershey Hospital for Children, Share Our Strength, Jewish Relief Agency for Senior Citizens, Campus to Crayons for Low-Income Families, and the Sunshine Foundation. And Pastor Josh just added one for me right before we started the sermon. So there's others that he also has helped and that's just for the organizations. Upon first becoming a Boy Scout, Joseph felt that he was empowered. So he organized 14 volunteers for the first Easter egg hunt at the aforementioned Christ Home for Children. He goes out of his way to do his job, and tries to do his best at everything. For example, Joseph has reached out to family and friends in the armed forces to get passes for the Cub Scouts to attend Phillies and Flyers games. That's the type of thing that he doesn't have to do, but he wanted to do. Then there's the extracurricular activities. Musically, you've heard that he's played several woodwinds since the 4th grade and now playing bass clarinet. Athletically, he loves soccer, both at school and at regional levels where he plays above his age. He earned lifeguard certification, is now volunteering to mentor others in that capacity. There's marksmanship, biking, building computers, video games, Photoshop, graphic design, and despite his admitted lack of finesse, he really likes skiing. And I think that is revealing about his character, that his aptitude, even though he thoroughly enjoys it, and I think we could all learn from that. In every neighborhood, there is that one kid that does things for your elderly neighbors, and that's one sitting right there. He shovels sidewalks, driveways, to the mailboxes, and even space, and this is what I thought was kind of comical, even the space out back for their dogs to go during the inclement weather. And it's not just for winter, Joseph takes care of the lawns and the leaves. And what amazes me is that he's 15, and he's doing all this. It's amazing. And now, Joseph, my observations. Okay. Joseph can literally inhale more Mountain Dew than anyone I've ever met, while consuming half of his body weight in pizza. It is so astonishing that Louise, his mother, is actually now considering changing his name from Joseph Seiler to Dewey Dominoes. I found out that Joseph isn't fond of writing, which can explain why he decided to avoid being a scribe. And to the chagrin, I'm sure, of Scoutmasters, he doesn't like knots. And Joseph, a Boy Scout in knots, how can you not like knots? It's like working at the pet store and not liking animals. Anyway, when asked where he could improve, Joseph looked down and said, kind of sheepishly, that sometimes he waits till the last minute to do things. Now, as every parent knows here, all teenagers do everything immediately, on time, and they never, ever procrastinate. Joseph, are you getting all this sarcasm? Okay, good. I'm really laying it on thick, and the reason why I'm doing this is because in life, like all this, you're going to encounter A, B, and C priorities. And it's important that you recognize and act on it accordingly. So here you are at this stage, and you're 3 years before our Scoutmasters, as they say, age out. You're doing great. Cut yourself some slack, okay, as far as that biggest fault that you see in yourself. Seriously, Joseph is a seriously wholesome, genuine, reverent, honorable person. He's humble, he's not boastful, he tries to do the right thing. He's prayerful, he's kind. And to say that Joseph cares about others and gives back is a significant understatement. He and his mother Louise have been part of my family celebrations. And you should witness how nice he is to my mother-in-law. See it just behind him. What a great kid. I can't say enough good things about this fantastic young man. And on behalf of everyone here, congratulations. Joseph, you certainly are. Thank you. 45 minutes.
Now, to speak for Thomas Devery, we have family friend Hetty Hinderleiter.
Thank you for having me. I just want to clarify, I'm not Antonio Perez, and I'm not directing any marching band stuff. Okay. But I am a band mom, and as a band mom, you get to know many, many kids through the 4 years that your child is involved in that band. And lucky for me, Thomas took on my son 3 years ago as one of his friends, and I was very grateful for that. Right away, I noticed his cheerful demeanor. He always greets everyone with a big smile and a friendly glow. I mean, it's contagious. His positive attitude is one that all of us need to look at and learn from. Besides being friendly, Thomas is always very respectful, very courteous to others. More than once, he's been either lucky or unlucky, the way he sees it, and showing up at my house as I'm pulling in my groceries and jumps right in there and volunteers to help. With band competitions, I don't know how many of you are aware of them, but they go very long into the day, into the night, starting at like 8:30 in the morning, often going till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning the same day. And often a lot of the band members trudge off with their clarinet and they're out for the day, and that's it. Not Thomas. Thomas would always be one of the last ones left behind, helping trudge in all the equipment, bringing all the big band instruments, when many of his band members were already gone. Not only was he doing it, but he was doing it with a smile. He's always smiling. And he would always be encouraging everybody else, come on, let's all work together and get it done. Even though it was a long, long, exhausting day, you would never know looking at Thomas. He always remains upbeat and positive, encouraging his band members, encouraging his friends to go on and do the best that they can do. Even though he graduated last year, my son's still in the band, and yet he continues to support him and encourage him through his last year in band. He promises to be there for him if he needs him, with a helping hand or an encouraging word. And believe me, a lot of times they need it with all the hours they put in. I'm very grateful they became friends, and I know they'll continue to enjoy a long and valuable friendship. I want to congratulate Thomas on obtaining his Eagle Scout and wish him all the best in his future. Thank you.
It's not on the program, but we do have a couple of special guests here. We have State Representative Tom Mert, and we have Colin McKibben, one of our Eagle alums, who is now working in State Representative Todd Stevens' office and is representing Todd at today's ceremony, and I'd like to invite them both up. They have some special recognition they'd like to present to our 2 new Eagle Scouts.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tom Murray. I'm a state representative. I'm a Joe State representative. It's great to be here with Kyle. Kyle is a legislative aide with my colleague, my friend, Representative Todd Stevens. Congratulations to Tom and Joe on achieving what is truly the pinnacle of success in the scouting program. And we recognize Tom and Joe today, but as have certainly gleaned from the program, a scout does not get to this point in their career without just very devoted leaders, very loyal fellow scouts, and certainly very, very supportive parents. One of the attributes that's very special about the scouting program is that it's not seasonal. It doesn't run in the fall or the spring or the winter like sometimes a varsity sport does. It's a year-round commitment, and one of the aspects that's really, in this particular time in our country with so much discord, and sometimes we see a lack of civility on TV and around the nation and so forth, that is the antithesis of what the scouting program stands for. The scout law that these young men know by heart and recite at every meeting and every event reminds us how important reverence and civility and respect is. This is how Scouts roll. This is a way of life. This is not just something that they say. This is not just words. This is how our Scouting program stands. And this is certainly something, these are attributes and qualities that are in very, very short supply in our country, and sometimes amongst our young men and young women, but they're certainly not in short supply amongst our Scouts. So congratulations to Joe and Tom. And I have a citation for Joe, and Kyle has one for Tom. And the last thing I'll tell you is that not too many things pass unanimously in Harrisburg these days. These two citations actually passed the House unanimously, so that's pretty special. So, I just want to read maybe just a few words from the citation. Whereas the rank of Eagle Scout is the highest advancement rank that can be reached by a Boy Scout, and whereas through initiative and through his personal example, Joe Seiler is a living testament to the virtues of duty and citizenship that he has so genuinely and readily displayed. The House of Representatives applauds Joseph T. Seiler for earning the rank of Eagle Scout. Affirmatively states that he truly exemplifies the admirable spirit and the essence of the Boy Scouts of America, and extends best wishes for continued leadership, service to others, and success. Joe and Tom, congratulations and God bless you.
Hello everybody, I'm sorry that Todd couldn't be here. I guess I'll just have to settle for me. So it's really cool seeing Thomas here, especially. Like, I remember when you first joined the troop, I was just leaving them. I mean, you were like this tall, and I came back just like a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden he's like huge, and he's got his Eagle Scout award and everything. So it's really cool to see someone grow up like that, and go from being a little kid to a young man, basically. Tom basically covered everything that needs to be covered about how awesome this program is. When Todd hired me, he said the thing that stood out the most on my resume to him was the Eagle Scout Award. It really means a lot to him, and I can't stress that enough, that this is super important. This has really helped me in my life so far, and don't ever stop believing the fact that everything you've learned here, even more than the award itself, is what you've learned, the skills, the leadership skills, just life skills in general, you'll carry with them for the rest of your life. Something really cool about this citation too, the only good citation that you'll ever receive from the state of Pennsylvania, is that this gets recorded in the legislative journal, which dates all the way back to William Penn. We have the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania actually is one of the oldest legislators in the world and the country. So it's a pretty big honor. You're in the state archives, you're in there for all of history. If anyone cared to look you up, you would be there. So congratulations, both of you, and best of luck in everything you do.
I agree with Kyle. It is great to see these kids grow up from being that high to someone like Kyle is now. I'd like to ask Joseph and Thomas to come up and receive their citations. And stay there just long enough for Mr. Kruger to snap a photo of you.
There you go.